101.5 WPDH. It's the Boris Show, 9 minutes after 8 o'clock.
65 degrees and cloudy in Poughkeepsie. It's going to be a rainy day today with a high of 69.
All right. Hey, Commander Tom is here.
Commander Tom, Commander Tom, Commander Tom, Commander Tom.
Our Veterans Report is brought to you by MHA of Dutchess County, where veterans help veterans. The best call a veteran can make is 845-473-2500. MHA Veteran Services are here for you. Tom, good morning.
Good morning, Boris. Good morning, Jana.
Good morning.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Almost Mother's Day.
Getting close.
So very special guest of an old friend of mine, but he's got a new job, and he's doing a great job over at SUNY New Paltz. Please welcome my friend Donnie.
Hey. Hi, Donnie.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
Donnie, tell us what you do over at New Paltz and how you help veterans every day.
Oh, yeah. So I work over at SUNY New Paltz. I'm the director of the Office of Veteran and Military Services, and we provide support for all veterans, service members, and their families as they explore their educational journey at New Paltz.
That's amazing. You know, it's so important, Boris. You know, Janet, college, it's a double whammy if you're a student veteran. Because you're a veteran, you have those issues, problems transitioning, but you're also a student, you know, which is both are a full-time job, right, Donnie?
Oh, yeah. You know, I always tell people, like, my students are kind of different. They're not only taking these classes and stuff, but they've got mortgages, families, children. We actually had a student last year, or two of them now, they have newborn children, 1 and 2 years old, that they had while they were finishing up their bachelor's degree, and they're graduating this summer. So they have the challenges of a regular student, and then they have the external factors of being like adults already.
Yeah, I know. We talk a lot about veterans who, you know, it can be difficult to transition from military service into normal life.
Yeah.
But then actually transitioning to college life is even a bigger, like, you know, craziness, I would think.
Yeah, I did it myself years ago before they had offices like this. They would have someone there to do like your benefits you earned, and you were on your own. This year, we give like a handheld support, not handheld, but like we support them through this to navigate this new system that they're just unaware of, to make this as easy as possible so that they can get their education, use the benefit that they've so hardly worked for, and be successful and move on to their next careers.
And as someone who's been through that himself, you probably can be a great resource because you've been there. You know kind of what those emotions are like and what people are going through.
Yeah, it's I'm always talking about, you know, they're overwhelmed right now, right? It's finals time. It's like, I can't do all this. I can't do all of it. I'm like, of course you can. You can do hard things. You were in the military. And what do? You just start with one thing, get that done, and move on to the next. So it's just that reassurance, telling them I know what it's like, because they just get very overwhelmed. They have imposter syndrome. I don't belong here. Everyone's 18 years old. I look weird in the classroom. And it's like, no, we want you here. This benefits for you, and we want to see you succeed. And New Paltz is vested in that by having a full-time staff member in office to ensure their success.
Yep. And Donnie, people out there probably don't know that your office, all the things you do for student veterans at New Paltz, this is not across the board at every college.
That's correct. So
you're kind of leading the way here, aren't you?
Right, yeah. So not only do I do the support, I manage all their education benefits. I'm what's called a school certifying official. So when they apply to the university, they're immediately put in touch with me. So we're working with getting their GI bills turned on, getting that housing allowance started, helping them navigate applying for the benefit if they need, and then also dialing in financial aid and stuff so we can maximize their benefit to make the cost of attendance as low as possible so that they don't have to worry about that and they can focus on their studies and be successful. And we also do that for their children as well, because some of them do earn benefits from their parent service. So we support their families too, because our families are just as important as a child of someone who did 20 years in the Navy and my mother who did 3 years in the Army. It's important to me to support my brothers and sisters as it is their families.
Boris, I taught at Marist for a long time, and whenever I had a student veteran in my class, I loved it because they came from a different world than the usual Marist student. It also looked, the first day, they looked like they're, walking on the moon. They just don't have anything in common with these other, perhaps younger people. But being a student veteran, that takes courage, man, to stop your life and say, hey, I'm getting this degree, and hats off to all our student veterans out there.
Yeah, we really appreciate you. And what we do to help with that is that we have a fully lounge where we do a lot of community building events. And it's like a soft launch pad for them, right? They can meet people who look like them, who experience them. Then they start feeling comfortable. And then I always encourage them to bridge out. Go meet new people. They want to support you. They want to help you. This is your community as well. And we've seen a lot of success with that.
Donnie, how do people get in touch with you in your office if they're going to SUNY New Paltz and they're veteran, or they're thinking about college and need some questions answered? How do they get in touch with you?
So you can always reach out to the admissions department. They'll put you straight in touch with me. You can email my office directly at ovms@newpaltz.edu. You can also go to the New Paltz website, newpaltz.edu/veterans. My information is there. I got a quirky little bio in my photo. And there's all the links to kind of like the benefits we have there, support. And we are there for you, as we say, from application to graduation. So even if you don't even know how to apply, hit me up at ovms@newpaltz.edu, and we'll help you get that done. We're always looking for new student veterans or family members to come to the New Paltz family.
That's great.
Awesome.
Always good to see you, Donnie. And plus, you're a Navy veteran like me, so we got to stick together.
Yeah, man, go Navy. Appreciate you bringing me on today.
Yeah. So, Boris, our friends at MHA Dutchess Veterans Programs, or just MHA Dutchess, they have a really important program going on this month. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, called the 988 Challenge.
I saw this. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So they're asking everybody, they want to get the word out on 988, which is kind of like the mental health 911. It's been saving lives now for a year or two, and they just want everybody, go viral, post something on social media about 988, perhaps with a veteran or a family member that they want to bring awareness to 988. Also, you can go to their website and make it a donation in support of mental health here in the Hudson Valley. So really important program. Check it out at the MHA website.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people know that number still exists, because it is fairly new. Yeah, everyone knows 911, but 988, it's an important number to know.
That's it, 988. Yeah, press 1 for veterans, and it'll get you in touch with the people who could really make a difference in somebody's life. So please use this resource, and please spread the word.
Yeah.
And finally, can't leave without saying Happy Mother's Day, particularly to all our Blue Star moms and Gold Star moms out there who everybody knows. Donnie, you know this. There's only one job harder than being in the military, and that's being the mom of somebody.
My mom says that all the time, man. How much she cried when she sent me off to some of my missions. It was worse than sending my dad away.
Yeah, my mom's still angry when I enlisted. So that was like 30 years ago, 35 years ago. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms and all the military moms out there, for the work you do. You never get enough credit. We know this, Jana.
We know this.
But we can do something just to recognize your service on Mother's Day.
Very nice. All right, Tom, thank you.
Thanks,
Donnie's great seeing you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk to you next week, Tom.
Talk to you next week.
All right.